Welcome back to another episode of Chasing Pavements and Paychecks, y'all. Episode 9. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. It's your girl, Amber Renee. And I got the fellas with me. How y'all doing?
Y'all,
I'm always doing great.
That's good. That's good.
I
I
mean,
need to know what's one word that would describe your week thus far. If you could sum it up
one,
in one word.
shoot, chocolate.
Oh gosh.
Because I'm dark chocolate in this thing. What? The sun out, guns out.
The
And
sun
I'm
is
eating this
out.
dark chocolate at the same time.
Okay. Jaren,
Busy.
busy.
Extremely busy. Blessings have been flowing my way,
I
Come
love
on,
it.
as y'all
blessings.
know.
Clock it.
So I've just been real busy this week trying to catch a break.
Okay, I love that. I asked y'all, but I didn't even think about it. One word for me, I would say consistent.
Okay.
I'm headed out of town, so I've been really trying to get all the things situated and staying on top of my grind so I don't forget anything on my trip.
Don't
Yeah.
forget you gotta report back.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be on assignment and I will report back. All right. Byron, do we have a special announcement?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're going to have a special guest for the first time. Very first
Woo
time. It's a very
woo!
special
Yeah.
guest. Y'all know her. Y'all love her. We ain't going to say the person's name. Y'all just going to have to see it
Yeah.
for the episode.
See it or hear it.
Hear it?
Yeah,
Oh, we got
hear
YouTube.
but
gotta
it's
get-
still audio.
Man, we got to get some video up in this
Get
thing
some
so y'all
video
can see
then,
this.
sir.
Huh?
What you waiting on?
Mm.
We're going to have a special guest, man.
We putting that under his belt.
Right.
That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with the record.
Okay.
But yeah.
Looking forward to
She
it.
on the way.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Equal
Well,
out
you
the
know
playing
what?
field.
What's that?
Equal out the playing field.
I know. I need some feminine energy
Mhm.
on the show. You know.
Okay.
It's your girl Amber Renee, and y'all know I'm gonna keep it real all day.
You know what it is, man. It's your boy Bar Me holding it down for the 2000s. Shout out to my mama and this new retwist I got in my head. People think I'm
Hey.
acting brand new.
Yeah. And it's your boy Jaren. No tagline, just Jaren.
I love that. Let's get into it, Jen. What's up? What's been up?
Yo, so this section actually might get a little sad or somber depending on, how you feel about certain individuals.
Mm-hmm.
But these last few weeks, there have been a lot of passings
Yeah.
of famous people, reality stars, whatever you want to call them, whatever title you want to give to these individuals. And of course, there's, other people as well that have passed. But for as the topic, there was an individual, Ann Burrell. She is a celebrity chef on Food Network channel. Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Theo.
actor and
Theo.
musician. Yes. The Cosby Show. Yes. Hulk Hogan, professional wrestler. Ozzy Osbourne, singer and
Yeah.
songwriter, and Chuck Mangione. I don't even know how to say his last name. I
Yeah.
had just recently
Yeah.
an American musician in jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I just recently found out about this. Hadn't never, heard about him, but I know that he is a staple in the jazz community.
Right.
But with all of that, is there an artist or person, celebrity that when their passing happened, it just hit you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest. Our Theo, Theo was like my girlfriend Yolanda said, he was either your brother or your boyfriend. Like literally, we grew up, with that show, and it was just a representation for Black culture. That shook me for sure. But to answer your question, oh man, Whitney Houston.
Oh, yes.
Whitney Houston took me out.
Deep.
Yeah, I think I left work early. Like I think it happened over the weekend, but I tried to go to work and I was like, I can't. Like I was in the deep mourning.
Not happening.
Yeah. I would say Prince had that effect on me too, and Michael Jackson. Those are probably my top three. Like it was like family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just really shook me. And it always makes you think about the catalog, and it makes you go back and really reminisce on the first time that you really fell in love with these artists. And it's an extreme loss. It is
Yes,
an
it is.
extreme loss when we lose these greats. Some of these greatest of all times, right? So yeah, I remember those days. and it's a lot of death. They say it happens in
And,
threes, and we really been shook. It's
shook
been
it.
That's like
it's been
five.
more
That's
than
like
three.
five though, huh?
Yeah, it's been more than three recently, but yeah, it's yeah. Just
It's
love
it.
on your people, and yeah, life is
Please,
precious. Literally take each day as a gift, because it truly is. You know, I
please.
mean, you could be on vacation one day and the next day you are not going home. So, yeah.
And that's the saddest thing. It affects our community a lot, especially with Malcolm in this situation. I get very sad when I always hear, I mean, of any passing,
Right.
Mhm.
but when I hear that it happened in water.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he could swim or not. I heard that he was with his daughter, but it's just like, yo, it makes me reflect because in the past, I've never thought this deep on certain situations. I just hear it and I go with the flow. But a lot of people say, a lot of black children, I mean, we typically pass young because of it, but black people
Mhm.
pass in water circumstances just because we never had that ability. We never had that feature or that accessibility
Yeah.
when we were in school.
Yeah.
These other neighborhoods, these other schools have school program. I mean, water programs.
Right.
They teach them these things. They get affiliated with this when they're young.
Mhm.
And for us, we don't see this very often. We might have a pool in the apartment complex, but our
Yeah.
parents and family members are probably like, I ain't going to the pool with you. So
Well, yeah. And the actor, I can't think of his name off the top, but I listened to something he said, and he was speaking to that. He was like, it's a systemic issue
hmm
for our people, because for forever with segregation, we couldn't go to the
mm,
pool. Like, that was a whites only thing, right? And so it was like you were learning how to swim much later in life.
speak
And
on
it's
it.
such a luxury to be able to be in water and have those experiences when you go on vacation. But the truth of the matter is, there are a lot of black people that never learned how to swim because it wasn't really a thing, like you said. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I mean, you can drown in very little water. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take much. So, yeah, and I don't know the circumstances surrounding Malcolm Jamal Warner, but it's just highly unfortunate.
Yeah. But what about you, Byron?
Yeah. Just to shed some light on this situation, just a little light. One time we didn't have that problem with nobody knowing how to swim is the Alabama brawl. When that black man swam across
He
that,
swam.
you heard me. Shout
Listen,
out to that. Shout out to that young man that went and helped out his
he
brethren.
sure
What they say
did.
when that hat hit the sky,
You heard me.
It was over.
Bat
over.
signal, bat signal.
It
But
was over.
man, y'all know I try to shed a little, put a little light on a sad situation.
We
But
love that.
Yeah.
the two artists that hit me, or the two people that hit me the hardest. The first one is when I was staying in Vegas, and I was listening to his music heavy on the West Coast. It was Nipsey Hussle. I
Mm.
even named my car after Nipsey Hussle.
Mm.
My car is blue, and his name is Nipsey. And I can remember vividly, I was in my living room when the news came down that Nipsey Hussle had got killed, and I was so heavy in his music, it was just like, yo, I didn't know what to do. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I think I called out. I
Wow.
called out of work
Yeah.
because I was a big fan of Nipsey, and it just hit me tough. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to think. And that was definitely a hard one. Another one, I think we all can relate to this one, was Chadwick Boseman.
Oh
But
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
um,
Mm.
it just happened, and
Yeah.
we didn't know what to do, what to say. He was one of our black heroes. He was an amazing actor,
Mm-hmm.
and he built himself up. And even in the midst of his hardest and trying time, he never let people around him feel sorry for him.
Right.
He never showed anything to his fans where it was just eating him up.
Yeah.
He stayed the course. He stayed strong. He kept it close to his family, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, we had to get the news the way we got it. But he made sure that what he was doing and how he moved, it didn't affect nobody else, but he kept it to himself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that one shook me.
yeah.
I actually did a poem about that when that
Oh.
happened. And the thing about that is like you never know what people are going through because I think he was in the midst of 3 films.
Mm.
And he was literally dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I remember people were talking so about, oh, he's getting
His
so
weight.
thin and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And it's like you just never know what people are going through. He was dying and still doing what was giving him life.
And people was just talking mess about him though at the same time, like
Yeah.
because they didn't, of course they didn't know that he was dying,
Right.
but people was making jokes about the fact that becoming, he was wasting away.
Yeah.
So you just got to be careful with
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Yeah.
We just gotta be good people in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice people. Be the person we want others to be to us, and just move better.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
for myself, I would say for me, as far as like industry entertainment, music impacts me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a person that wants to emote something. I want to feel something. And so the 3 artists that I have are from the music industry.
Yeah.
And number one, top, Aaliyah. That one hurt.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That one hurt. And I was young. I of course never met her. I was probably around, I don't know, between 14 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, how are you so young, but you just have this deep connection to someone you've never met? And it's just like music. Your
Yep.
words speak to me. I
Yeah.
feel something. And so Aaliyah off the top. And then the next two in no specific order, Selena. I don't know what it is.
You
A bitty bitty
know?
bum bum. We go.
Look.
Hold on, do that one more time.
A bitty bitty bum bum.
Okay,
You know.
cool. I didn't hear that good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bitty,
Selena,
bitty,
I don't know what it is. And I don't even, just same thing like the movie. It's her, biopic, it's her history, but it's not even Selena.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother person.
Mhm.
But just for her to be able to be this person and portray this on screen and make you feel some way, amazing.
She
So
was amazing. She was
yes,
an amazing artist.
yes.
Yeah.
Selena number 2. And the last one, the Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it's like, yo, she was a G,
Yeah.
and she went through some stuff, and we all do. But I just feel like everything continued to make her stronger. And back in the days, like, yes, we had rapping females, rapping women,
Right.
but we didn't have that many, I would say, as we do nowadays.
Mhm.
So she was paving a way.
She was a
Yeah,
trailblazer.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's just like it took a toll. It hit me hard.
All these it's the untimely. Like I feel like death is never easy to grasp, no matter what. Right?
Mhm.
You could have lived a long life, and it still be hard to grasp the loss of that life. But when it's untimely or unexpected, I think it just shakes me differently. I'm just like, what? And you think about all the what ifs and what they could have been and what, like the artists, what their catalog would have been,
Yeah.
If they had stuff in the vault that we ain't even heard yet, like, because they were just so untimely.
Very much so.
So,
But RIP to
yes.
the individuals, who I don't want to say deserve that recognition, but I know with some of the individuals we mentioned at the very beginning of the podcast, there's some certain feelings against certain individuals, but
you keep it 100. You talking about Hulk Hogan?
Listen, y'all. Now
Hulk Hogan is what he was. He was me as a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's Hulk Hogan. Cool. I didn't really grow up on the Hulk Hogan era, so I didn't really feel no type of ways.
Yeah.
But I know he was an icon in the wrestling industry.
Absolutely.
And then outside of wrestling, right? He was what he was.
Yeah.
He believed what he believed, and he supported who he wanted to support, and that's it. That was his prerogative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was his thing.
Yeah.
But I know that the WWE universe and the wrestling fans, they're gonna mourn him for what he did between the ropes.
Correct.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Because he deserved that. He helped put wrestling on the map with Vince McMahon and all them boys over there. So gotta respect that. Outside of that, it is what it is.
Correct.
That's
we gonna leave it at that.
All right. Well, I know Amber right now. You reminded me, right? It's Self-Care Awareness Month.
International Self-Care Day.
Day. Oh, it's today.
It's today.
It's today.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So with that being said, segment, we're gonna do a little bit of self-care. Now, we all like to spend money, right?
A
Like
Yeah,
to.
little bit
when
here and there.
we spend money, right?
Yeah.
We spend money. All right, cool. So in this case, I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit because I want to know what is your self care routine without spending money. Okay, so if you was had a day, you was chilling, and you wanted to take care of yourself, but you low on funds, and you still want to pamper yourself, what are some things you would do to help make that happen without going to the piggy bank? So I'm gonna start with Amber because I feel like she be doing self care all the time.
Hmm.
Mm, you
So
know.
you got a little bit of time to think. So just let me know when you're
Um,
ready.
without spending any money, but we can still leave the house.
You can still leave the house. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just can't spend no dime.
She outside.
I like to be outside. I literally like to be outside.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna paint this picture. I would a couple of things. I love a botanical garden.
Hmm.
The arboretum hate to see me coming.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that membership go
The
crazy.
membership go crazy. It pays for itself. I would probably because I've already paid for the membership.
Mm-hmm.
Um, pack a picnic with maybe some wine, take myself to the arboretum and just get some steps in, some fresh air, see some beautiful plants and flowers. Maybe take my journal or a book
Hmm.
and just make a whole day of it. Have my music, my Spotify on, my lo-fi beats.
That sound like a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I do this as often as I can. You know, and so that would be, I would say, part one. Part two, if I was just staying at the house,
Hmm.
would just be, running a bath, having the candles lit, having some music on with some wine in the tub.
Hmm.
Yeah, just a relaxation, no having to talk to nobody, just being with myself and my thoughts. Honestly, I create the best in those spaces. Like the best work that I put out is when I'm self caring.
That's your zone, locked in.
Period. Yeah.
That's crazy. You got parts to your self care, but I like it. I can mess
Yeah.
with it.
I like,
Part one,
You
yeah.
need
part two.
you need variety.
Part one and two in the house,
Hmm.
out the house.
Hmm.
So this a series. Okay.
Hey, sure. Coming soon.
Uh-uh.
Jaron, what you got up, big homie?
So if y'all don't know me personally, the Jaron J. Humphrey,
Oh, he said, "Whoa."
um, I stay busy, y'all.
Yeah.
Between birthday parties, between events, between trying to stay active with running, between sporting events, visiting family, traveling. I do so much.
God
You
damn, you
do.
want to write a
We
book?
see
God
you
damn.
busy. What you mean? We
I might
see
need
it.
to work with Amber so we can, help me put out a book or something,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
her creative thought process.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, this might sound, I mean, to me, it doesn't, but to y'all, it might sound basic. But for me, my self care is really just laying at home on the couch, not even in the bed, just on the couch, catching up on my shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a really huge reality TV competition series, emphasis on the
Uh-oh.
Oh,
competition.
Okay,
competition.
not
Because every time I say that,
specifics.
people are like, do you watch this? Do you watch that? I'm like, no, it don't fall in
What show you
line.
watching right now?
It's not in the
I don't
genre.
want to pub them because they ain't putting no money in my
I know
pocketbook,
that's
big
right.
brother. uh,
I know
but
that's
yeah,
right.
so I'm just at home, chilling, relaxing, catching up on my shows because nowadays I don't get to watch them live because I'm always doing something in the evening time.
Mm-hmm.
So just having me time and trying to be in the moment, trying to be silent because when I'm outside, I'm busy and it can be overwhelming at times. So
Right.
just being at home by myself in my thoughts and in my shows.
Mess with it.
Yeah.
Mess with it.
Yeah, I love that.
Now, what about
Self
you?
care is what you do for yourself. It don't
I
have to
agree.
make this. It don't have to make sense to anybody else.
All day, all night.
Mm.
What's up, Byron B? What you
Yeah,
doing?
man. So let's start off. Let's run through the day.
He said, wait. He called yours a
He
series,
did.
but then he said, let's run through the day.
Let's
All
run through
right,
the
Correct.
come
day.
on now.
Self
Here we
care
go.
all day,
Mm-hmm.
24/7.
Hmm.
So I start by waking up. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, I'm probably going to the gym. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a place where I'm able to just be,
Mm-hmm.
and just really challenge myself, my body, my mind, my body, my spirit, all that stuff. or I'm going for a run. Those two things, or both, that I've been doing recently.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I started off. Then spending time with my pups, like getting that time with them while the sun is coming up, and just messing with them, and they running around acting crazy and all that stuff. Then what I've been doing a lot lately is sunbathing on my patio and drinking my cup of coffee. Where the sun coming up, I'm
We know
letting
you
that
like a
vitamin D get
sunbathe.
on my body, and my dogs sitting at my feet,
Mm-hmm.
sunbathing as well. That is a vibe. Well, I always talk about slow mornings. That
Yeah.
is
Yes.
pretty much a slow, like that is self care for me every day. So I get a chance to choose myself first every morning.
Mm.
Um, for sure, for sure. Um, Later on in the day, it's really.
the way
Hmm.
the way Jared is
I'm just
looking at you,
saying,
he's
like
like, "Wait a minute,
later on in
that's
the day,
there's more." But
He
wait,
got a
bro,
whole
bro,
there's
schedule.
more.
yeah,
This
later,
this self care day is a work schedule. This
you
is an
feel me?
8 hour
Listen, he talking about
shift.
my part
Hmm.
too.
Later in the day, doing some mobility, of course.
Lord help us.
Making sure that I have great range of motion and all of that stuff.
We see your little dance
You feel me?
moves.
You feel
I
me?
Hmm.
can't.
Giving me some chamomile tea, lighting a candle, putting on them old school vibes.
Mm.
So all those early 2000 vibes. You feel
Okay,
me?
okay.
It's really a vibe. All the lights are off, so that's that. And then before I go to bed, I got to make sure I put on me a little bit of anime,
Oh,
because at the end of the day, I'm a black nerd, and that's just what it is.
and
All
you trying
right.
to finish One Piece?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm up there. I'm in the thousands. You feel me?
Dang.
But that's that. I really my every day is a self care day without spending money, because I enjoy my space. I enjoy my time to myself, and you know, Amber mentioned it earlier. It's about consistency. I consistently
Good.
make sure that I choose myself. I take care of myself. Whether I got funds or not, I'm still able to have peace of mind and peace of me, because I consistently do what I do every single day.
Bro, your bars, your lines, your one liners,
Yeah.
peace of mind and peace of me.
You feel
He
me?
want to
Hey.
be a poet so bad.
Hey,
He want to
look,
be a poet so
us
bad.
Sagittarius, we deep thinkers, man. I'm telling you.
Mm.
When I'm telling y'all, when I'm at the crib, I be coming up with some stuff. I be thinking to myself, I be like, dang, man, I should really like be out here doing some, like, teaching people some stuff. You
Get
feel
on the
me?
mic.
You feel me? I'm a deep thinker.
Mm.
That's the side that people don't know about. They only see the Byron outside laughing, being jokey, all that stuff, the turn up Byron, but they don't see, the deep thinker. The person that's a young intellectual. You feel what I'm
Mm.
Mm.
saying? I can put you on some game. You feel
Young.
me?
Okay.
I can come
He
down.
saying he
I can go to
young.
where you at. I can come down. It don't matter.
Okay.
We're gonna talk it out. But yeah, that's my self care. So shout out to Self Care Day,
Shout
man.
out to
Yeah.
International Self
Oh, since we
Care
got the
Day.
YouTube, put down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? What's your self care routine without
Yeah.
without spending no money?
I love that.
I
Love
dig
to
it.
love to read those comments, by the way.
All
All
right.
right.
What
Well,
we got next?
we're going to segue on over to real talk. Okay, so listen, let's get real. I'm going to keep it real. I mean, that's
All
in my
day.
You gonna keep it
tagline.
what?
It's in my tagline,
Hmm.
right?
You keeping it real?
All day.
Okay.
All right. Um, I was going to talk about something different, but I am going to ask
Okay.
y'all's opinion on revenge
Mm.
versus letting go.
Mm.
That get
Mm.
spicy.
Turn the
Okay,
other cheek.
it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here.
Oh my god.
So, hear me out. So, we live in a world, right, where it's like encouraged to clap back. It's like
Mm.
to, subscribe to the foolishness.
I love this.
And so my question for y'all is like, are you with it? Or are more of a person like, I'm going to let God, the universe, karma, whatever that little blank is for you, figure it out. Like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to stoop. I'm going to stay in my lane and let it ride out. Or are you more revengeful in nature where you're like, oh no, they're going to find out today. F
Mm-hmm.
around and find out. I'm curious because I've been thinking about this a lot lately.
Yikes.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And, karma, good, bad, or indifferent, right? Like, karma in itself, there's a lot of controversy around karma
Yeah.
because they're like, if I'm a good person, good things should happen to me,
Should.
right? If I'm a bad person, the way karma would have it is that
I
good things might still happen to you
mm-hmm.
if you think you're a good person, because it's all subjective.
Yeah.
So, all that to say, are we revengeful? Or are we more let it slide off our shoulders and let it go and let people figure out their thing on the flip side?
So it's interesting for me because I would say with time comes growth for myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I have grown, but it's because of the times. So in the past, I would say I was very revengeful,
Yeah.
but nowadays, I just like to try to let water be under the bridge because MFers shoot nowadays.
Uh,
MFers will run you off the road.
yeah.
MFers will show up to your crib.
Yeah.
MFers will dox your place. If you talk, to them online,
You
they're
saying it's
gonna
like you
find.
had experience or something?
I just see it.
Yeah.
You know,
We live in Dallas.
as I mentioned in previous episodes, I get my comedic relief from social media.
Yeah.
And so I see it all online. And so it's a dangerous world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days, if you had a problem with someone, you either box it out or you just stop talking to them.
Right.
But nowadays, if you try to box it out, that person might not be with the hands.
They come
might
with a
be
knife.
or something else. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna let you have your one up. Byron in the last episode thought he one up me two
Yeah, he
times or so.
did. He
I
was
was
keeping
up.
score.
Whatever.
I was up 2-0, at least 3-0.
But I'm gonna let you, just take your, as you may think of it, as a win. But to me, I value my life and I take that as a win as well. It's hard because if you have this conversation with others or real masculine men or whoever, they're like, oh, you were a punk. Like you let them trample over you. You let them walk over you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let what you say affect how I live because I want to be me. I want to live free and I want to live long, So
Listen, live
I
long,
just got to
baby.
let it
You
brush
letting
to
it
the
go.
side.
You letting it go.
Letting
Okay,
it
we
go.
got
Unfortunately,
one
because I
for
want to
letting
clap
it
back.
go.
Yeah.
Byron.
You made a good point. It's with the times, man. But I would say at this point in my life, I'm definitely on the chill side. I have those intrusive thoughts for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have to fight those demons to be like, you know what, I ain't letting this shit. I ain't letting this stuff slide.
Right.
You feel me? But I've grown past that to the point where I just I don't really get fired up in arms about it. I'll just be like, okay, and that's be it. You feel me? I would definitely say the most revengeful I've been was when I was in college, and I give you the scenario where I got to college. I was a freshman. This girl, she was a
The
sophomore.
train. Oh wait, no.
No, not that one.
Jeremy waiting 3 episodes to bring that back up.
She was a sophomore, and I was madly in love with this girl. You know what I'm saying? I was like on it. Like I was like, I'm
Young
really trying
love.
to,
Okay.
I'm really trying to be with you. You know what I'm saying? She was stringing me along for like a year, and then she finally told me that I wasn't good enough in my dorm room in my bed. So cool, whatever. I cried, all that stuff.
No.
I would say my junior year. No. Yeah, my junior year. She tried to run it back because she saw how a brother had grown.
Uh-oh.
Glow
You
up.
feel me? And
Right.
I was just like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I played her. I was like, yeah, we can figure it out. Strung her on for a year. And then she found out about it. And
Toxic
that was
energy.
that.
Man.
But there's a 2-part to this.
Uh-oh.
Because as I got later into my 20s, we rekindled again when I moved to Vegas. So
Y'all spun the block 2 times, so 3 times
Now,
in
I ain't
total.
never heard
spun
of
the
that
block.
now.
So we reconnected, and I'm still on my vengeful stuff. So she was like, I was like, I'll come down and see you. I went down and seen her. We spent the whole weekend together. I smashed all weekend. And she wanted to be with me. And I was like, no, and left. So that was the most vengeful that I've ever been.
And that was your intention to do that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
She broke my heart. So I broke it down twice.
Oh,
I double up. You feel me? But
Okay.
that was then, this is now. You feel me? I'm not on no. It takes too much energy to try to get back at somebody. If you want to win, win. If you want to have it, have it.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel good, sleep good at night, go right ahead. Talk what you need to talk. Do what you get to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna spend time with my dogs. You feel me?
Well, okay. So 2 for letting it go. Okay.
What
And
you
you?
got, Amber Rodney?
Listen,
Yeah.
It look like
And
you
y'all.
be on it. Get back 101. Here it
you?
come.
I didn't used to be a get back type of person. I used to just let it go. I feel like I have changed.
Oh.
I feel like I'm a little bit of both, depending on it's situational. Like you talk about the intrusive thoughts. Like when I'm at my house, I'm real hard. Like, oh no, no, no. But in real life, I like my freedom. I don't want to be. I wouldn't survive in jail. So all the things I say I would do or whatever, I'm really not going to do because I ain't really, I ain't never really been in a fight. So we've talked about that. Um, but I will say the thoughts they do come. Like I'm like I could do this,
Yep.
and I could probably succeed at really breaking some things down. But in actuality, I'm gonna let it go. But I will say I am not a person that lets anything roll off though. I think
Mm.
I'm gonna feel it, and I might feel it for a minute, and then I'll let it go. It's not like an instant. Oh, I ain't worried about it. No,
I
I'm gonna
think that's
feel it. I'm gonna have
natural.
it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have an
yeah, that's
Good.
attitude. I'm gonna react. You gonna hear my mouth about it, and then I'll be like, you know what? It's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the thoughts to get what they call it your lick back or whatever. Oh yeah,
it be
the
juicy.
internet would,
Running through my
and
mind.
they subscribe to that
They'll pipe you
foolishness.
up about it.
Oh yeah, the trolls. They'd be like, do this, do that. I mean, like you said, Jaron, the things that you'll see online that people are doing, and it is like the time. It's crazy. People are wild. So that does kind of create a little bit of fear, because you can't really pop off in
You
traffic
can't.
like you used to because they will follow you and shoot you. But.
I'm gonna say this. Don't since we be watching social media and all that stuff, don't go read the book of future because he'll have you on some stuff where you like, you know what? I'm toxic to them. I'm about to do this.
No, I got a song for y'all. I'm gonna have to play at the end of well, not at the end of the podcast, but once it concludes, because it's some toxic energy.
Really?
And I was
Yo,
like, oh,
yeah, I need to hear that.
I mess with that.
Yeah, the toxicity be real, y'all, and you really have to fight against it in some
Some
situations. In
situations.
some situations, you really do because you're like that whole when
Oh, you go low, I
you
go
go low,
higher.
I go high. I
Mhm.
go to
Okay,
hell.
what
I
situation?
go to hell when you
What
go low.
what situation? What situation calls for you to just dive into the toxicity? And what can you give an example of a situation that will have you diving head first into some stuff like that?
No,
It could be made up. It don't have to be
nope,
real. Jaren,
I
She
can't.
said you ain't setting her
I
up.
ain't saying nothing.
Um, I don't know. I mean, the one thing that I've always said for my life, I hate when people lie on me.
okay.
And I know that sounds so small, but just if you lie on my name, then we're gonna have to talk about it,
Yeah.
because you're not gonna try to tarnish my character. You're not gonna put something bad, no dirt on my name.
Yeah.
So I can't give a specific example, but that's one thing that I really dislike is when people try to lie on me. Don't lie on me. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
You say your part, I say my part, but we gonna keep it real,
Right.
So
Yeah, with that, I would say, yeah, just people. I think my thing that really does it for me is like people that just lack integrity. I'm like, just do the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's such a. It sounds so basic, but people just out here living haphazardly and not doing the right thing. I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunistic mindsets where people are like, if I can get away with it, I'm gonna do it. And so that unfortunately does not go hand in hand with integrity. Like if nobody's watching, are you going to do the right thing?
yeah.
Or are you going to take an opportunity to your benefit? So yeah, that really does it for me, but I don't know.
Grinds my gears.
It's a TV show we live in, so you know how it is.
Yeah.
What
Anyway.
episode we on?
All
I
right.
know
We
what
on 9
season.
now.
Hmm.
Us.
What season is right?
But on this next season of Adulting 101,
Hey.
within the episode, we've talked about relationships. We've talked about some different things that actually goes hand in hand with this conversation. So If you don't want to answer this question, you don't have to reveal the information, but you'll see what it is. My question is, it's a twofold question. One, are you in a relationship?
Mhm.
And then two, are you open to it? Because we have a platform right here, you
Uh-oh.
know?
Oh, wait a
So
minute.
Huh?
I be trying to
Oh,
seduce y'all, you know, with my just
seduce is
just chair.
crazy. Oh, that's
Just
Ew.
crazy.
chair.
Okay.
But are you open to it? We have this platform, you know, like if
Yeah.
you want to shout yourself out, like I don't think there's anything with shooting your shot or putting yourself out there, you know, if you fall, but you get back up and you try again. So
Yeah.
twofold question. Are you in a relationship if you want to answer?
Mhm.
And if not, are you open to it?
Not in relationship, but it I said you know it's crazy you say this because I said something on my stories about having a hard time making a decision of wanting to do it because I'm very um, protective of my space. You know, there are times where I want companionship and I want company, and then there are times where I don't. I'm very indecisive, and I don't know where that comes from, where that stems from, and a lot of times it's alarming to me because I've dealt with this. I wasn't like this at some point. I
Right.
think just life and dealing with love and loss, it transformed or morphed my thought or vision of what love is.
That'll do
Mm.
it.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Just living life. So I would say I'm very indecisive about companionship and love and having somebody in my space consistently. I'm not saying that I'm resistant to it. That I would just be like, you know, forget you. Um, it's more of it's more of I I have a hard time pushing the button,
Mm,
and I don't know why, man. I really got to continue to do some soul searching on that
Yeah.
okay.
because I we all want love. We all want to love somebody and be with somebody and do all the things, right? But it's a it's a constant thing for me that
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to figure out. So,
I
but
mean,
did I
but
answer the question though? Like,
yeah, you did. But and I don't think that's a bad thing what you just said either, because it seems like you do reflect. You
yeah,
know, you're not stuck in a phase of where you're just stagnant to where it's
Right.
just I'm lost. I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
You just said, you know, like I need to work on it. I need to figure it out. So you're open to it, you know. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing what you just
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
said.
I am not in a relationship. And I'm open. So, fellas, shoot your
Okay.
shots. Holla at your girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Holla at your girl. I am very much open to for love to find me. I
Mm-hmm.
think for I have changed the way that I date over the years. And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy, but I would say that, I'm very much open. Um, I try to position myself to be outside so I can be found. Because he ain't gonna find me sitting on the couch, catching up on my shows, unfortunately. But
Unless you on Hinge,
yeah, I am on
there you
Hinge
go.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I I feel like you have to, if you want it, you have to position yourself for it to find you and to attract you, right? I think for years I was searching, 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 and everybody will say, "Oh, when you want it the least, it'll
It'll.
happen."
Yep.
And I really was like, yeah, sure. But I think there's some truth in that. When you're just focusing on yourself, you leveling up your own mental, physical, all those things. I think the person that you are will attract
Yeah.
your equal. But you have to be open to
Mm.
it. If you, like I say in one of my poems, like I could have blinked and missed it. Like I think there was a lot of times where I probably had decent guys that were shooting their shot, and I was just like oblivious, not really interested, and missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As I'm getting older, I definitely want to share and spend the rest of my life with someone. So,
Mm.
yeah, I'm open to it.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
Jaren. Who
All
you out
right.
here bumping uglies with?
Not bumping
Ooh.
uglies.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not bumping uglies with nobody. You can't trust MFers
Not
nowadays.
M. We gonna count how many times you said MFers in
At
this
least I said it that
episode.
way and not the other way.
I'm trying not to cuss either.
That's
Hmm.
Yeah.
a myth. I mean,
Um, but I am not in a relationship
okay.
and I'm completely open. Kind of as you said, Amber, for a while I do feel like I kind of cut myself off. I wasn't necessarily open to it just because I think we all in our heads, or at least let me speak for myself. In my head, I'm thinking, oh, I have to be the best version of myself.
Oh,
I have to have the most money.
yeah.
I have to be in the best shape. I have to do this. I have to do that. And a lot of the times, I think that kind of got in the way of me wanting to date. But honestly, after time and consideration, it's just like you could lose weight, you could gain money, but you're always going to want more money.
Yeah.
You're always going to want to be skinnier or thicker or more muscles. So it's just like you're never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
So why hold off on the time? Let's start now. And I was actually, well, I'm still single, but I was actually single for about, I say maybe like 7 years
Mhm.
before I started to try to get into the dating world. And
Okay.
back around the holidays last year, everyone's like, oh, Hinge, it's a successful app. So I downloaded, I'm talking to some people. But to me, honestly, I feel like nowadays in the dating community, people just want to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Like, we can have a communication conversation back and forth. That's awesome. That's amazing. But if you're just speaking to me and not asking follow-up
Right.
questions or
Yeah.
asking about my personal self, you're just wanting someone to hear you out. And at
Mm-hmm.
that point, just get a therapist.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this an
Because
interview or
yeah,
are we? Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm not the one for you, evidently.
Yeah.
But it's just hard out here because they just want to talk, 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 and I'm not down for that,
Mhm.
And I can't entertain. I'm making up a number, so don't start getting silly
Yeah,
over
go ahead, put
here.
it out there.
But I can't be entertaining 5 different people,
Hey,
whatever,
you
We gonna go with
busy?
that.
whatever, at the same time. So if you are serious, let's be serious about this. And
Mm-hmm.
also, me, I think maybe I have I wouldn't say a barrier up because this doesn't come, it's not really a part of the conversation, but bumping uglies, that honestly something I'm not really open to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a one night stand happens, it happens.
Yo.
Wait a
How
minute
Yeah.
now.
hey, I mean, we we,
Okay.
we we being honest here. We gonna
Yo.
keep
Yeah.
it real.
Keep it real.
If it happens, it happens. But I did my time, when I was younger.
Right.
So now it's just like I feel a more emotional connection with
Mhm.
that involved. So it's just
Mhm.
like I just can't give myself up to anybody and everybody,
Yeah.
because best believe if we hitting,
Yeah.
we connecting ties.
Yeah.
And you going
Not y'all dapping.
and so it's like, yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna let everyone have the ability to say like that was a thing.
Yeah.
So I just don't really put that on the table,
Mhm.
up front. I want to make sure that there is some time behind it. So I'm not in a relationship. I'm open.
Okay.
So if y'all hearing this, if
Yeah.
y'all listening, let
I
your
mean-
boy know. Put me on to somebody. Like, y'all got friends of
Yeah.
friends
Like,
of
let's
friends. Put me
network.
I
on.
mean,
Yeah.
just put us all on, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end
Let's
of the day.
network.
You know,
Okay,
Yeah.
so we need to create a LinkedIn dating app then.
Yeah. Or if we want to get a one night stand, we can get on Hinge and find
Wait
the
a
night
minute
fighters
now.
on
That
I'm
is
not looking for that.
The
But if
night
it
fight.
happens, it happens.
The night fighters on there too.
I know they on
Yeah,
there, but
they
that's
go
not what
crazy.
I'm looking for.
Oh Lord.
You not looking for a one night stand?
No.
He said if
I'm-
it happens, it happens.
If it happens
Oh,
He's
naturally,
saying
it
he
happens.
is
But
selective.
I'm
He is not
looking
just
for
giving
a
his everything to any old body.
Exactly. I'm
So
looking
what I
for a
heard,
committed
Jared,
relationship.
And I'm gonna comment on something you said. You do not have to be completely healed and or pieced together
Yes.
to be enough
Yes.
Most
for someone.
definitely.
You are enough as you are, and your person will accept that, right?
That's
Completely.
And they'll be on the journey with you.
Yeah.
Because like I said in the last episode or 2 episodes ago, like I don't subscribe to that. We have to be. It's like it's not a assembly line. Once I get there, then this. No, that's not. That's not how that
Yeah,
works.
that's unrealistic.
What was my other thought I was gonna say? What it sounds like is that you're more in this stage, and this is for me, which I said, I have to change. I had to change kind of how I was dating. Was I was really like a chemistry, like the chemistry, and really kind of failed on the compatibility side. And so when you're just like it's hot and heavy, and they look good and they cute and all these things, yeah, great. When you have a conversation and they just talking at you, they don't really care.
No.
Okay, now you're like, okay, they're cute, but
But
like, what else?
but
Where's the substance, right? So your person's out there. Okay.
well, y'all need to hurry up.
Your person out
I'm
there.
just playing. I'm not rushing it.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Good,
Appreciate you.
Jaron. That was that's crazy. You tied that in. I guess we ready for the game.
Yeah, let's play a quick little game.
Yeah.
We're gonna segue into have y'all heard of, I'm sure you've seen it online, where it's like a list, or like either pictures or a list of things, and it's like one must go.
Okay.
One of these gotta go.
Y'all.
I think so.
So we're gonna play a little one of these gotta go.
Okay.
Okay. One or the other. Let me be specific in the rules, because sometimes y'all be trying to create your own rules. This is not Uno, the new Uno, where all these rules is different, and where you from, you play it this way and all that. This is one or the other.
All right.
It can't be both.
Come on.
Okay. Which one you giving up? Comfy clothes or a midday nap?
Comfy clothes, because I sleep naked.
Comfort clothes as well. Comfort clothes.
Okay.
Did you want me to elaborate? You look
Yeah,
like you like.
I elaborated.
Oh no! You
Yeah.
did. That's what I'm saying. You look like you wanted me to.
I
Elaborate.
would give
But
up the
no,
midday nap over comfy
Woo!
clothes.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not
Wow.
really a napper. Like if
Wow.
a nap, the only naps I take are the ones that take me. I wake up, I took a nap. Like I'm not like Byron that like schedules naps every day.
Between
No.
12 and 3.
Does your employer? No, never mind. One must go. Loyalty or accountability?
Oh,
You know what?
snap.
I'm going to say loyalty, but that sounds weird. But I only say that because if you show me you're unloyal, I'll cut you off. I got other people I can fool with. But accountability, like I need to be able to count and rely on you.
I would say loyalty. I need people to keep me accountable in my life, because I could go off the deep end. If I wouldn't be where am today if I didn't have people hold me accountable. Because how do we know if anybody is loyal to us at the end of the day? So I would do away with loyalty, keep the accountability, because it's making me a better version of myself.
Amber?
I'm gonna do away with accountability.
Okay.
I need the loyalty. I'm a true Capricorn. We don't play that. Okay, one must go. Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok. I don't even have a TikTok.
I don't either.
Yeah. I get everything I
would
need
say
on
TikTok
Instagram.
too.
Yeah.
I'm new to TikTok, but I would say TikTok too in that.
Yeah.
That was the easy one.
Okay. One has to go. Bed or pillow?
Pillow.
Okay, pillow. Because I got a nice bed. My grandma always told me, never go cheap on a good new pair of shoes and a bed.
I know that's right.
I
Miss
ain't never went
Sylvia.
cheap on them. One of them.
Pillow, yeah, pillow.
And
Would
something actually, a random fact about myself. Yes, I use a pillow, but a lot of times I actually sleep on my arms. Like even though I have a pillow, my arms are on top of the pillow.
Yeah, you could
and I'm
create a
sleeping
pillow out of
on my
something
arm.
else.
I sleep.
Yeah.
I sleep with a pillow between my legs. I cuddle with a pillow too, and I sleep with one on my head as well.
So can you go to sleep without a pillow?
Sometimes I just put the sheet between my legs.
Why
and
something
then
always got to be between your legs when you sleep?
Make sure my spine is aligned.
All right, listeners, for December, we will be doing a Secret Santa, and I will be getting Byron a body pillow.
Okay, I got a few more. Shocks or Garmin?
Oh,
One gotta go.
God.
Shocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with the shocks. I can make it happen with some AirPods.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have shocks.
Me neither.
Garmin gotta go. I need my Samsung Galaxy Watch back. Soul food or seafood?
Seafood. Dang, give me some.
Yeah. Even though I'm from Louisiana, boy, you can't give me that soul food.
We
right?
on one page over here.
I'm gonna say seafood too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say seafood.
These
All
are
right.
good.
Smartphone or Netflix?
Ooh.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yo, we locked in.
What?
We Netflix.
What?
I
So
can watch
y'all
Crunchyroll
can't
all
live
day.
without
I
your
don't care about.
phone?
I
You said
barely
what?
watch Netflix.
Y'all can't live without your phones?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say Netflix too.
Oh, why did she be over here judging
she's
us
I
trying
and
to
mean,
then
do
I'm
having the
just
same
curious. I just want to make
response?
sure that y'all still following along.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we got a couple more. Basketball or football?
Basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say basketball.
Yeah. I play football. I know the game. I'm watching it.
You know, I'm
Playing.
from Nebraska,
And
so it's a
basketball
prerequisite
is
to
too
love
many games
football.
of basketball. Just give me
Yeah, I
one
can't
a
watch.
week
Yeah.
and we good.
I can't watch all them games.
If you watching multiple teams, then it's different. But give me
Yeah.
one a week and we good.
Yeah.
Basketball can go. All right, we got a bonus
Mm.
All right.
before we head up out of here. Kevin or Blaze?
Hey yo!
Ooh.
Hey yo!
She wrong for that.
Okay.
I got
I
you.
see what we doing
She
here.
I
wrong
got
for
you.
that.
I reserve the right to answer last then. So y'all got to choose.
No,
first.
that's just for you.
No,
it's for you.
that ain't fair, dog. If I had to choose one, I would say I would have to choose. Blaze got to go because I got Kevin first.
Ooh, not
I mean,
Blaze.
I got Kevin first.
Unfortunately, understandable.
Yeah.
Blaze
Blaze,
did not have to answer that. In poor Blaze.
I love Blaze. Blaze, no, I love him just as much as I love Kevin. But he was the second child. He was a grimy ninja when I got him, and that's just what it is. I made him. I built him up to what he is today.
I am
a
weak.
respectable young man.
Are you gonna answer this?
You feel me?
I met his dogs for the very first time last month, or
Yeah.
whenever that was.
And what
So
was your take?
they were both calm. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like Kevin was a little bit more interactive and involved,
Yeah.
but that's not a bad thing.
My dogs know the
I'm
rules.
not gonna answer that.
That's wild to me.
But it would
I'm gonna get your
definitely
get
be
back.
It
So,
would definitely be
those-
Blaze.
those are one of those situations.
Blaze is such a problem child.
Really?
Oh my
Oh well, you
gosh.
have babysat them before.
Yes, Blaze was the problem child.
This is one of those situations where you go back for some revenge. I'm gonna get some revenge on you for that question.
It was I was just
That's
kidding.
crazy
I didn't expect
work.
you to answer it.
That's crazy.
I
I'm
was
gonna
just
answer the
kidding.
question, big
That's
baby.
all I got.
Ain't no shame in my. We
Well.
keep it real all day, right? We keep it real all day.
Blaze gotta go because he bad.
I can't believe you did that to
He
me.
bad.
Well,
I'ma tell
with
Bridget.
Byron and his anime, find out on the next episode of
Listen.
Chasing Pavements and
Wow.
Paychecks whether Byron got his payback, on who our special guest will be,
Oh yeah.
and what are we talking about on the next episode. So stay tuned. Keep up with us. Watch our stuff, on YouTube. We got our stuff on Apple Music, Spotify, Podbean. We got it everywhere. So check us
Yeah.
out. We
Yup.
appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And as always, we going to catch y'all on the next episode.
I do have one little quick PSA. I forgot to mention in the last episode that July is Fibroid Awareness Month. For my ladies, fibroids are the most, they're a very common non-cancerous tumor that attaches to your uterus, and it affects 1 in 5 women, and it's especially higher in our black community. So I just wanted to shout out to the ladies. Know your symptoms. You're not alone. Share your experiences. Be your own advocate. Get a second and third opinion if you need. Your girl, was under the care of a doctor and had 14 fibroids, and I really had to step in and do my own research and take things into my own hands. So it's very near and dear to my heart. I've sharing my story. I've helped other friends of mine. So, ladies, do your research. Take care of yourself.
Shout out to the ladies, man.
Thank you for sharing
Shout out
that.
to the ladies. All right, y'all. Until next time, be well and take care.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm doing it this
Y'all a
time.
mess.
Yeah.